was actually from an interesting conversation with James and Aaron, and I think everyone kind of goes through it. So I want to talk about, because I know I went through it. There's an element where you really have to get really good at celebrating other people's wins and celebrating your own wins. And a lot of times in your mind, you think the win has to be this massive, huge thing, like make 10K in one day or close to this or book that or that. And if you've been in the game long enough, you'll understand that whatever you think is going to give you the next thing of happiness, excitement, and fulfillment does not do that. Meaning in your mind, you're going to go, you know what, I'll be excited or I'll be really pumped when I close, everyone has a number or something that they think. And they think once they get that, like that becomes the thing. And I'm like, you have to learn to celebrate every little milestone. And that little milestone could look like this. I was not able to get through to a conversation and now I made it 30 seconds in. That's a fucking milestone, okay? Like that is very important. And especially for my agency owners, if you fulfill to clients, you have to learn to catch their milestone. Let's say you sell marketing and it takes them 4 weeks to get a deal closed. Or if you're in the real estate space, it takes 6 weeks or whatever. You can't wait till the deal closes to then go and celebrate them. So the first milestone could be, holy shit, we got leads. Holy shit, they answered. Oh wow, there's actually a couple interested, right? Like you're celebrating inch by inch by inch by inch by inch, because for everyone here is what keeps us sustained in the sales game. It doesn't matter if you're sales or entrepreneur, it's the same thing. Is y'all ready? And all happiness, everything, it boils down to just one word. And that's the one word that I wanted to hammer in today for everyone: progress. Okay, our minds are fueled by progress. When, for instance, and we do it subconsciously, like Tony's really enjoying and geeking out about the runs because he uses the Strivia for whatever reason. He's the only alien not on Whoop. And like, guess what happens every time he runs? He sees progress. He starts out, I'm shit. Then it's like he moved a little bit longer, Strava, whatever. Okay, then moved a little longer, then a little longer, then a little longer. It gives you that momentum. If you don't work out, like when I was talking to Iraldi doesn't track his workouts. And I'm like, bro, like there's no progress. So now you're just like, I'm just doing the thing. It's just a grind. Or what people refer to is you're just going through the motions, right? Going through the motions doesn't mean it's always negative. It just means you're living the comfortable life. You're complacent and you're just being super average about that stuff. But the progress is what fuels you. And the progress isn't always directly X amount of dollars. You have to learn to celebrate those moments. Like Iraldi yesterday just had over $2,000 in commissions. And like, he's like, yo, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, did you just process that?
I literally, I was trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep for a minute.
Okay. On a new offer too. He's like outselling the CEO right now. It's like, you look at that. And the problem is, when I spoke to him, he wasn't blissful yet. He was like happy. Yeah, like it's cool. Like what's next? And I'm like, dude, there is blissful dissatisfaction. Okay. But you have to live in the bliss. Otherwise, there's never an enough. Guys, I don't know about you. When I started in sales, if I made $2,000 in a day, like I would kiss the ground.
That was 2 deals.
He closed 2 out of 3 deals. He took 3 calls, closed 2 piffs. Guys, I would have kissed the ground for 2K in a day. I don't know about you. Man, I still no, okay. But like, you know what I mean? Like $2,000 in a day. And it's like, because we compare and we judge, and then he'll go and look at this guy's revenue numbers, and then look at this guy, and then look at that guy, and you're just never satisfied. And you don't feel it now, but 2 months down the line, you're just like, I don't know, Anas, I'm not as motivated. Okay. Whenever I hear I'm not motivated, I'm like, you're just disconnected with a higher thing, and you're disconnected with the present moment because you're not honoring that. You're not experiencing that. And that's why a bunch of you like suck ass at sharing wins in the Slack and in the public community. Like when I tell you to do that, my biggest driver is for you. Then secondary, it does support. It's always about you to learn to honor you and be unapologetic about sharing your wins. The second is to inspire others. It's in this exact order: to inspire others to see wins, to see that, because it'll light something in you. And then the third, at some point, I will use some piece of it in marketing. So you help me in the process. So ignore me, do it for you and do it for the others. And it's just like, it's the biggest piece of it is, the reason why the wins are important is not to celebrate them, it's to start integrating them into your identity. That's what I had to hammer Iraldi on yesterday. And I was like, dude, like you're getting up and role playing an hour every single day. Like you've been coached by me. You've been coached by this. You've learned that. You've studied that. You've been doing so much. Like the amount of effort and coaching and time him and I just spent alone. The amount of reps he's done on his own. And I'm like, bro, you didn't just go magically, I got lucky, it's a sick offer. I'm like, you paid your fucking dues over and over and over, and you still do.
Yeah.
Y'all, for those of you that don't, like, he's been paying his dues. And I'm like, it's like, you now have to go, oh shit, I did that because I'm showing up, because I'm doing the work. And you're like, I'm doing that because I'm consistently showing up. I'm doing it, I'm practicing, I'm learning, and I'm doing all those things. And progress is what will keep you fueled forever. That's what will give you happiness. That's what will give you joy. That's what will give you appreciation for the life and the day-to-day moments. So everyone here, your progress looks different. And I pray that you just stop giving a shit about where someone else is at on their journey. Especially if you're within a team like Kirk and Tony, it's like, you guys can't compare to the others. You should just compare to you. The comparison goes, okay, am I really throwing down? Am I really giving my best shot? And it's like, well, anyone have those honest moments? And you're like, well, I mean, like, I could do a little more, right? I could, I probably should practice. I probably should review my call. Right? Like I can go and be like, okay, because Kirk's new, so I could just hammer. When you guys look at all your winning sets, do you and Tony have a list of every set that won recorded? Do you guys play those to the new guys that came in? Do you guys listen to those actively to understand what made that set win? Do you guys have clips of the objection handles that you won on a set? Because Kirk, not every set was like, oh yeah, hi, come on in. You did some magic. Great. Well, dude, did you capture that magic? And is it documented? And are you reviewing? Right? It's like, oh shit, if I don't do all of that, then you can't duplicate it, but then you don't integrate what you did. And then you just see it as this numbers game or this randomness. But it's like, oh, I got to go back to see what worked, to see what happened. Because when you see it, you start to pick up the patterns. You start to understand what I'm doing when it works, what am I doing when it not works. And then we add and remove things to like support the whole thing. The piece is where you generate certainty. Eraldi, part of his closing yesterday, I had to call him and be like, hey, Eraldi, I literally called him in the morning. I was like, hey, man, it's just a random reminder. And I was like, because I know you dumb sometimes, like me, you dumb, you just need the reminder. And I was like, bro, you put in the work. You done that. I'm just reminding him of everything he does. He goes like, yeah, I did that. Right? And I'm like, yeah. And what I'm doing is I'm just reminding him so he can raise his certainty in himself. So when he goes into the call, how does he show up? Did you get objections on the call?
I did on some, yeah. I did get objections. Yeah.
Right? You stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
You stayed certain. You stayed in it and you pushed it through. It's that certainty. And for you have to channel it differently, how it looks, how it is. And part of it is by doing the offline work. Like you have to earn that certainty. Like you have to do the offline work. That gives you the confidence. And then others is obviously on your mental mindset, your focus, all that kind of stuff. But I just really need to hammer that because everyone here needs to do a better job collectively of honoring every little freaking milestone and just celebrating.